welcome to my channel. Today's topic is amendment of the constitution. Like every other country, written constitution have its amendment procedure. India also applies the same thing or it run in the same boat. We applied these constitutional amendment procedure from two countries, that from USA that is rigid one and from Britain it is flexible one. It is in a blend of rigidity and flexibility but a synthesis of both. What are its constitutional provision? It is mentioned under Article 368 in Part 20 of the Constitution, and its importance lies in it is needed to meet the changing requirement of the time, and amendment is necessary from various spheres. Let's come to its procedure from where it can be initiated. If it is initiated, both houses have to present a bill in parliament and it must be rectified by the states and the legislature. In some of the cases, state legislature have more say other than parliament have more say to enact these provisions. We will discuss bit by bit it by represented by minister or private member bill. Exception is that president does not require prior approval. Bill must be passed by both houses. Bill must be passed by the special majority if the member present and voting there. Another provision is that it must be passed separately, because if there is a deadlock, then no joint sitting can be initiated on constitutional amendment bill. Additional information is that it is mentioned under the Article 108 of Indian Constitution, and it seeks to amend federal provision. Then there is a rectification of half of the legislature of states are required. Another one is it is mandatory for president. It is an additional information. It is mandatory for the president to give his assent. He can't recommend it for reconsideration or can't return the bill. This provision is added by 24th Constitutional Amendment 1971. Now come to the ways of amendment. We can amend our constitution by three ways: special majority, simple majority, special majority, and rectification of half of the state. We will discuss first one by simple majority. Many provisions are followed outside the scope of Article 361. First one is admission and establishment of state, formation or abolition and creation of legislative council. Additional information is that it is mentioned under Article 169 of Indian Constitution. Out of 28 states, only 6 states are having legislative council: UP, Bihar, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka. Admission means the states which are already in existence, that are acquired by the state. Now third one is formation of state, alteration of state, name of existing state. Formation of new state, for example, establishment of Telangana in June 2014, and name was changed, like quorum in parliament. It means minimum number of members are required for sitting in parliament, like 110. Total strength is 550. We will divide 110, then 55 members are required. Then second schedule, it's mentioned emoluments, privileges, salaries of the MPs and MLA. It also come under the 5th and 6th schedule, administration of scheduled tribal areas. Citizenship acquired or renunciation, it also come under the simple majority provision. Election of parliament and state legislature, what are the rules to be followed in parliament and what are the considerations that to be followed, and use of official language and use of English in parliament. Let's come to the second point, that by special majority. Some main important provisions are there, like fundamental right, which are mentioned in Article 12 to 35 in Indian Constitution. Second is Article 36 to 51. These comes under the directive principle of state policy. We will take it from Irish Constitution. Third one, all other provisions that are mentioned in special majority and the not mentioned by special majority and consent of the state are to be followed one. Now come to the third point, and it is very much important. Here provisions are federal provision. Federal means the power shared between center and state. Second is election to president and its manner, how elections are conducted. Third, Supreme Court and High Court. Additional information is that Supreme Court is mentioned in under Article 120 4 of Indian Constitution, and High Court is mentioned under Article 226 of Indian Constitution. Third, GST Council. It is mentioned under Article 279 by 101st Amendment 2016. Any of the list in 7th schedule में जितने भी list and Article 368 itself. As we know that we discussed these provisions, everything has its pros and cons. We have discussed its goods point. Now we will come to the criticism of amendment procedure, where are lacking behind. First one is, there is no special body like US, like Constitutional Assembly or Constitutional Convention is followed by amending the constitution. Most of the provisions are amended by the parliament itself, and consideration of state legislature is not required. In special cases like abolition and creation of legislative council under Article 169, that is ratified by the state legislature, no joint sitting. It is mentioned under Article 108. It is an exception that there is no constitutional amendment joint sitting over the constitutional provision. Fourth one is state legislature. We have discussed earlier, no time framework is set up for rectification of the state. If the formality is completed, then it is recommended that state legislature give its permission. Fourth is inadequate representation. Like in USA, 2/3 members are presented, and earlier in India, 3/4 members are considered. Despite these facts, we can say that it is easy to change it, and it also rigid also, because it's a blend and synthesis of both. As K.C. Vere said that it strikes a good balance between rigidity and flexibility. If we do not change according to the exigencies of time, then we will make our constitution dead in spirit and letter. Thank you. If you like my content, please share, subscribe it. Stay tuned for more updates.